Hello everyone, welcome to Analog IAS Prelims High Yielding Series for Prelims 2020, and the topic for this video is elephant conservation and monitoring of illegal killing of elephants, that is Mike initiative in specific. Now what is this initiative of Mike? It is mandated by Conference of Parties of Resolution for CITES. What is CITES? It is a convention to prevent wildlife trade. Now there is one important point that you have to note with respect to CITES is CITES does not completely ban the wildlife trade, it only regulates it. So at one of the Conference of Parties resolution, Mike program was started in South Asia in the year 2003. The objective was to ensure that illegal hunting of elephants is curbed and to observe the trends over a period of time. One of the major factors that causes or anything that is associated with the trends change is monitored and certain policy actions are taken as per those trends. So it will also try to assess the extent to which these policy measures are observed and what is the efficacy of those policies. Now, in order to look at the broader picture of elephant conservation, we have to talk about Project Elephant. So Project Elephant was launched by the Government of India in 1992 itself. It is a centrally sponsored scheme. Now what do you mean by centrally sponsored? A part of the money is allocated by the center, that is nearly 60% for most of the states and 90% for northeastern states. And states also share a burden. This is not a complete job of central government alone. Even state government should contribute for conservation efforts. Obviously, elephants move across large corridors. You cannot confine them to a particular geography. That is why we have the concept of elephant corridors. Also, in states like Kerala, there are many captive elephants also and domesticated elephants also. So, Project Elephant tries to ensure the welfare of even these captive elephants, not just in zoos but also in other places which are domesticated as well. So there will be both financial as well as technical support provided across the country, especially in the elephant bearing states of the country. Like we have already spoken, elephant corridors concept becomes very important in the understanding of elephant conservation in our country. So what are elephant corridors? Basically they are narrow strips of land that allow movement from one place to another. Here are some of the important facts with respect to elephant corridors. If we talk about Meghalaya, there are 183 identified elephant corridors within the country, and within those 183, Meghalaya has the maximum number of corridors. The number of corridors in Meghalaya is not important, but the fact that it has the maximum number of elephant corridors is very important for preliminary examination. So if we talk about interstate corridors, like animals do not have any political boundaries. They can move from one state to another if there is a vegetation that connects both the states. So Jharkhand and Orissa has most number of interstate corridors with respect to elephant corridors. And if we talk about international corridors, India obviously shares it with Bangladesh, which has highest number of international corridors. These facts are extremely important for preliminary exam. Let us have a look at this question. Which of the following statements is or incorrect with respect to elephant conservation? Among state corridors, maximum number of elephant corridors are located in Karnataka. This statement is false because the number of maximum elephant corridors are found in Meghalaya, as we have seen in the previous slide. In 2013, 12 countries and partners signed the Bishkek Declaration for Conservation of Elephants. This statement is completely false because Bishkek Declaration is about snow leopard. Snow leopard is another endangered species which requires landscape approach or integrated holistic approach to conserve them. We'll be talking about snow leopards in some other video, but for now remember that Bishkek Declaration is about snow leopards. Project Elephant is centrally sponsored scheme funded 100% by the government. No government funds 100% of the amount, so this statement is false, even though the phrase that Project Elephant is centrally sponsored scheme is correct. So What is the incorrect statement here? It is 1, 2 and 3. So answer is D. Now pause the video for question number 2. Read the question, please do your research and comment the answer in the comment section below. There is nothing to explain in this question. It is just pure factual information that can be researched and answer this question. This couple of statements are very important for preliminary examination in this context of elephant conservation. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching it.